every brother that's caught in the crossfire. That's caught in the crossfire.
Without mercy.
Alright, how's it going everyone? El Nino here. This build's going to focus on pure damage and a little bit of lifesteal. This build works really well. I've tested it out, and I used to play with crit Kallari. I mean, I played both pure damage Kallari and crit Kallari. Both have their own differences. However, pure damage Kallari seems to be really the way to go for me, because after I played with this build right here, I think this is the way to go. So there's a few things that I picked up here that were from my crit Kallari build, and that's only the starting items. Keep in mind, this is an advanced build, so if you're like low level and you don't have enough minor strikes, or you don't have enough whatever it is, you don't have voice seal daggers, this build would not work for you if you don't own these. So I would highly recommend that you guys go to card crafting and try to get as many minor strikes as you can. You only need a couple here. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need 6 minor strikes maximum in this build here. So if you have enough, that's great. Anyway, this is for Kallari jungle, so let's begin here. The first item that we begin with is Stalker Siphon. This is a fantastic jungle first item. I always buy this as my first item. It gets both attack speed and lifesteal, plus basic attacks on jungle minions restore 8 health. I've explained this in my previous Kallari video guides as well, how, you know, that early lifesteal plus the basic attack on jungle minions restore this health. That's a very good unique passive along with a lifesteal. You will never drop low health with this. This helps you clear the jungle so easily, you have no issues. It's fantastic. So I would definitely recommend Stalker Siphon. There are other good options like Beastmaster Scythe, sorry, not Scythe. There are other options, but I like this one the most because it really, I really notice the clear being a lot faster, and it really gets it quickly done. So I really like this. So definitely would recommend Stalker Siphon. Remember, 0 upgrades, you don't buy anything. So as soon as you spawn a fountain, this is your first item. Do not buy strike tokens early. You don't have to. The reason I have strike tokens here is because if I get, like, let's say 4 CXP on my first recall, you know, I buy my first Adamant's Edge, or sorry, my first Assassin's Ward, and then I can use that 1 extra CXP for a strike token, which I can discard later. So strike tokens are only sometimes you buy them. Anyways, our second item after getting Stalker Siphon will be Assassin's Ward. This will give us power, it will give us extra lifesteal, so you'll have 5 lifesteal at the early stage of the game. You typically want to aim for 3 CXP when you're jungling. You want to get Stalker Siphon, and then after that you want to go Assassin's Ward. Just keep jungling, keep farming, know the jungle route. I have a video guide explaining how to properly jungle, use the jungle clearing, picking the right jungle route with Kallari to get you exactly 3 CXP. So that's Assassin's Ward, and it's very important to have Assassin Wards. You need to put wards, you need vision. You know, you cannot not have vision. Vision is pretty important in this game, and Shadow Wards are pretty important in this game. And you definitely want to reveal where the enemy jungle is. You know, if their enemy mid lane is trying to roam left or right lane, you have that Shadow Ward. Very nice. It also helps you de-ward enemy wards as well. So fantastic. Also gives you a little bit of basic penetration. It still penetrates base armor. Like every hero in this game has a certain amount of base armor, so this helps penetrate that as well. So you don't have to worry. It's a great Assassin Ward. You should definitely go for that. Now, the next item, of course, people will look away from that. Some people will look away. The people who are not experienced enough with the game will not understand why I'm going for this, but I'll explain. Okay, so you go double Addy Edge. This one here and this one here, both with the exact same upgrades of 2 minus strikes and 1 lesser health. The reason we go 2 adamant edges is because we want something quick, and it costs not that much CXP, right? These all cost 1. So you go 3 and then get another 3. That's 6 CXP total. Very cheap, right? Very nice to get, very easy. And the reason we do that is because we want a 12 power full upgrade bonus. Once you finish the recipe of Adamant's Edge, you get that upgrade bonus, which will help you a lot in the early stages of the game. It's like a little early boost in damage, and it really helps you get that. So that's why I go Adamant's Edge. Keep in mind, this does not stay with us till late game. This will be sold at stages in the game, so keep in mind. This is not something you want to keep late game, because the 1-1-1 is only good early. You don't want to keep that late game. At late game, you want three, like not minor strike. You want 3 CXP on a major strike, major strike, major strike. But you don't buy Adamant's Edge. We'll get to that in a sec. So you go 2 for those, 2 double Adamant's Edge. So now you have 4 items total: Stalker, Assassin, and double Addy Edge. Next, you want to go Windcarver Blade with 1 minor strike. 2 minor strikes and 1 minor kinetic. This will give you a little bit extra attack speed, and it will also give you a full upgrade bonus of 12 power. And notice how all these little items, I have 12 power upgrade bonus. It really just gives you a huge boost in damage. Increases your dagger damage, it increases your basic attack damage, it increases your ultimate damage. It's really nice to have that early, so that's why I go for that. It fits well with Kallari, and I really like it. It's really nice to go like not 3 adamant edges. It's nice to have that little bit of extra attack speed along with Stalker Siphon's attack speed to help you clear jungle monsters faster, or to gank someone and put extra DPS on that person. So that's why we go Windcarver, which is a fantastic item, by the way. This is easily one of the best items on Kallari. Next up, you want to go Voice Steel Dagger. This is your next big item. This is the item that will stay with you throughout the entire stage of the game. This will not be sold. Adamant's Edge, double Adamant's Edge, and the Windcarver will be sold at some certain stages in the game, and I will get to that in a sec. So you go Voice Steel Dagger next after the Windcarver with 3 major strikes. This will just give you a huge boost in damage. Basic penetration, which is really nice on Kallari. You penetrate the base armor resistance. Sorry, you penetrate base armor, and you got a chunk of damage. So you really want to go for that next. It's just extremely good to have on Kallari, and you definitely need Voice Steel Dagger. It's pretty much a core item on Kallari. Voice Steel Dagger is amazing. So once you get Voice Steel Dagger with 3 major strikes, the next thing you will do is you will sell this Windcarver, the one that you bought, and you will get 6 CXP back. With the 6 CXP, you can buy Windcarver and Major Kinetic. Now keep in mind, if you get some extra more, you can finish 2 major strikes with that as well. So you'd have Major Kinetic and 2 major strikes. Obviously will cost a lot more CXP than the previous Windcarver, obviously, since these cost 3 CXP, but this will give you a whole chunk of damage and a whole chunk of attack speed, and I really like that. So this is also your next big item. This item will not be sold. Okay, so it's basically a replacement. Taking this one out, getting a better one in place of it. That's all it is. And the reason we get this, like we explained, the reason we get the minor ones is because it will help us boost our early damage until we get to the big items. That's the whole point of this. Okay, so now that you finished the Windcarver, the stronger Windcarver, next item will be Thirst Fang with this one. Sorry, Thirst Fang with double Major Strike and Focus Drain. Keep in mind, at this stage of the game, you were selling 1 Adamant's Edge. So at this point, after you bought the Windcarver, sell the Adamant's Edge, only one of them. You don't have to sell 2 of them just yet, okay? So sell this one, and buy in place of it a Thirst Fang with 2 major strikes and Focus Drain. Now, why Thirst Fang, right? I could just go for another, a different item. The reason we go for Thirst Fang is because it gives us that little bit of lifesteal, and I believe that lifesteal is not a bad option on Kallari, and a lot of people might disagree and say, well, why not just go 3 major strikes and don't pick Thirst Fang? It costs 4 CXP. But the lifesteal really does make a difference. When you're clearing raptors, when you're clearing waves, you get back life. Let's say you took some hits in battle, okay? You go to a jungle, you just hit some jungle monsters, and boom, you have some decent health back, right? I don't see why not. You already have so much power from your build at the moment, and you have double Major Strike in your build in the recipe here, so you do have damage. It's not like you're lacking in damage completely. You also get extra bit of lifesteal, so 7.5 plus the 5 lifesteal from here is just a chunk, and the full upgrade bonus is 12 power bonus. This is a fantastic item. It works really well in every stage of the game. It also helps you deal with Ore Prime a little bit better, because you lifesteal back, you can lifesteal from the Ore Prime, which is fantastic. And I see no problem with Thirst Fang. I think it's a great item, and it works really, really well. So after Thirst Fang, you're going to sell your other Adamant's Edge that you bought. So boom, this goes away, and your next item will be Voice Steel Dagger. This one here. As you can see, I have 3 and 2 focus pierce. Okay, you're obviously thinking, actually you can only have 3, so why the hell you put 5, right? But in a lot of situations, at this stage of the game, you want to see what the enemies are buying, what they have in their card deck. You want to see, okay, are they stacking armor? Is their Twin Blast building armor? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go Focus Pierce and 2 Major Cast, right? Something like that. You want to notice how much armor they have and then buy accordingly. You don't need 3 Focus Pierce, that's why I only put 2. So you could buy, you know, double Major Strike and then put 1 Focus Pierce in there. So you will have a decent amount of basic penetration. And as you start entering the late stage of the game, more people are going to start buying armor. So it only makes sense that you have backup in case they are stacking way too much armor for you to deal with. So to do that, you have Focus Pierce as backup in case they build armor. You could choose between them. You can just go 3 Major Strikes total if you just want to one-shot their Twin Blast or one-shot their Murdoch or their Gideon, just one-shot him. You can do that, but sometimes even these carries, like Gideon, they can actually buy armor from the universal item, so they can do that. So you want to be ready, just in case. This is a good thing to have. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Void Steel Dagger. After selling your other Adamant's Edge, you get your Void Steel Dagger with the Focus Pierce. And finally, your last item will be you sell Stalker Siphon. At this point, you do not need Stalker Siphon anymore. Obviously, this is only meant for the early stages of the game. You don't need to put upgrades in it or anything. Just get rid of it. You don't need this anymore. The stats it gives are way too low compared to the items we're getting now. Your last item will be another Thirst Fang with 2 Lesser Drains and 2 Drain. Now the reason I go for a little bit extra lifesteal at the end is because I want to really give me that extra boost. At this stage of the game, I have so much damage. I have so many Major Strikes, so much items that give me 12 upgrade power bonus. Plus this Thirst Fang also gives me 12 upgrade power bonus. So we got 2 Lesser Drains and 2 Drain. This will give us a chunk of lifesteal. So we have lifesteal from one Thirst Fang and the other Thirst Fang, which gives us even more. Assassin's Ward as well. Assassin's Ward, you do not sell this item. This also gives you a little bit of lifesteal as well, so 2.5 lifesteal. So basically, you just finish off with this, and the reason we only go 1, 1, and 2 is because at this stage of the game, we have to reach exactly 60 CXP, and with this build, you reach exactly 60 CXP. So that's why we go a little bit here, and it works fine, to be honest. Like, I see no problem with it. You can swap it out with something else if you really want. I think this is okay. Basically, this whole build focuses on a lot of damage and a lot of lifesteal as you enter late stage of the game. I see nothing wrong with it. You could actually swap out Thirst Fang for Curse of the Leech if you want to get even extra lifesteal from full upgrade bonus, so you get even more. And I will show you real quick. Curse of the Leech actually gives you 7.5 full upgrade bonus and it costs 4 CXP, the same as Thirst Fang. So if you want full upgrade bonus of lifesteal instead of power, you can do that if you want, but I like to go for another Thirst Fang because I also want a little bit more upgrade bonus from the power. You know, I don't want extra lifesteal. I don't want to overpower it in lifesteal. I'm basically trying to keep my power more than my lifesteal. It's like I want to focus more on damage, so but having lifesteal is a good addition. I don't think you have to 100% go full damage Kallari, only because there are other stats on Kallari that are also really good. So a lot of people can easily argue and say, well, actually just go full power, you know, why not, right? But lifesteal gives you that survivability. You know, I just don't see why you wouldn't go for it. You already have so much damage, and lifesteal is a good addition to help you do more things and be more versatile, right? You're not just all about dealing damage, you can also sustain yourself really well in team fights, and lifesteal does a good job at that. So I don't think lifesteal is a bad option. That's really pretty much it. That is really it for the Kallari video guide. If you guys want to check out the Kallari video guide, if you guys want to check my Agora GG guide, it is in the description below. It's the ordering of it, so you can check it out in the description below. It shows you the ordering of how I buy, what I discard at what time. It's basically the short version of my video guide, so make sure to check that out. I also have a crit Kallari guide. So this is if you don't want to build pure damage. I have a crit version of that with Viper Bolt. The same things except with Viper Bolt and Blade of Agora. I will also put that in my description as well, along with the Agora GG guide and the video guide of the crit Kallari. So that is really pretty much it, ladies and gents. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope this helped out, and have fun on Monolith. And I will see y'all on Monolith. Peace out, y'all. And I will see y'all later. Peace out.